And we are live. Hey,
Hey, I've got a friend I would like you to meet.
hey, I love that friend.
This is the Business Done Different manual. It is the manual that completely changed my life. In 2013, I did my first Joy business class. And I asked you to come on and talk with me tonight. We have a class on Friday, a 3-day Business Done Different class. And I became a Joy business facilitator because I fell in love with the work. And one of the concepts that I'd love to talk about tonight is the concept from Joy Business: no competition and contribution. Am I here? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
No,
So,
I was just sharing around so more people have access to the live.
okay. So, Joy Business is based on a principle that instead of you looking to get clients or instead of you looking to get money, that business is about receiving and business is about contribution. And so, what that is that my product and service is a contribution to you having a greater experience of your life, of your body, of relationships, whatever that service is. And also, contribution is that I'm not less than anyone, I'm not better than anyone, that as Rachel O'Brien, as Troy Aldemaz, the acknowledgement of your being, because Joy Business does incorporate the tools of access consciousness, which is the first one is, would an infinite being choose a successful business or would an infinite being choose a business that fails? Total choice. I choose a successful business. And so with the incorporation of that principle or the bringing in of that principle, then it's you acknowledging that you have value as you are great, and you are a contribution as you are. And so for me, competition is always based on I'm not enough, or this person is better, or it's based on I'm going to lose clients to you, you're going to take my people, or it's based on I have to be the winner, I have to be the best. And so what it does is it acknowledges all of that as the lies that we grew up around in school. You have to be the best. And it just directs you to yourself. What contribution can I be?
Yeah.
And yeah, and because I'm not sure what it was like for you, but when I went to school, the acknowledgement of you as a being and the acknowledgement of your value and that you could be a contribution, that to me, when Simone Millises asked me this in my first Jive business class, I was like, I know I can be a contribution. I can contribute to people. I know that I can. Mm.
And in schools, like there is, like I know, like when I was growing up, like there was like the illusion, like, and I love what you said, like if you are not the winners, like if you're not on the top, like that actually you have no value, and like the contribution that you be as a being, it was dismissed. Like you always have to do something. You have to like if you do something, then you get the prize. Like it was like so I'm gonna say entrainment into do. And like one of the things I really love about like Joy of Business, it actually give you different set of tools for you to navigate like what is your way of generating business. Like because I know like I would just like watch people on YouTube and they would just like talk about like what I should be doing. I should invest to this place. I should wake up at 6 a.m. Like I have to read papers. Like there would be like so many things that I have to do, and I would actually like do them, and I would end up in a place that I was miserable, unhappy, and actually my business was not working because I was not actually asking questions and exploring what is my way of generating business, which that I'm extremely grateful for Joy of Business that actually eh, giving us tools to first and foremost to get out of the lives that we have been dynamically entrained into regarding to business and money, and then like really start to looking and starting to exploring that possibility. And maybe would you like to talk a little bit more about that?
Well, it's so funny. Rocio just said she loves this. Rocio is a friend of mine in America, in the West Coast. And so basically, what you're saying is you followed someone else's plan of right and wrong and good and bad. And so for me, there's no true question in regard to I'm looking to become someone else. So basically, I'm not trusting what I know. And so the big transformation are the big change, the radical change in Joy Business is you're asking, what do I know? You're starting from a question and then you're choosing what you know. And so you said you're in somebody else's plan. So if I'm in somebody else's plan, where am I in that? I don't even actually exist. My knowing doesn't exist. What I would like to create with business doesn't even exist. And so for me, if you take a look at Rocio, me, you, we all have a different rhythm. Like I have a very different rhythm in the way that I generate business and even where I put my energy on a monthly basis. You work with me. This month we're doing a lot of business. Last month we were doing a lot of business. In the summer we could be doing a lot of body classes. And so I know I'm very clear on what I would like to generate in the world, and I know my vision. And so for me, people like me and you, if you're trying to be someone else or fit into someone else's reference point to what business is, then you're not actually being you, and there's no receiving. There's no receiving of your gifts, of your capacities, of your abilities. Rocio will do very different to Rachel. Rachel will do a very different to Troy. And the beauty and contribution is you can contribute to me because you'll have different awarenesses, capacities, abilities. Like you sense things that I don't see. True?
Mm. Yeah.
I sense things that you may not perceive, you know? And so we all see it in a very different way. And when we collaborate our energies together, our talents, our abilities, our skills, our knowing, then we can build business in a different way. And for me, business is about, it's a platform to have your abilities, your capacities. Like, what do you know about business? And so for me, I see places where businesses don't work, you know, valuable products, you know, valuing people, caring for people, supporting them to have what makes their life work. You know, whether that is a beautiful sandwich, like I had a great sandwich from a bakery this morning, or a beautiful milk, or a product, or a service, or a massage, or we have a beautiful car mechanic around the corner. You know, I have this amazing guy. You brought my car there for me when you were here. And he's amazing. He gets the job done. He looks after us, and he's got caring. And so for me, very few people are aware of the caring that business can be. And I would love that to transform in our world, that we could actually care for ourselves, because usually people work and they ignore their bodies, but that's a much bigger conversation. Actually going into work, your body being happy that you're there. And I'm not talking about like, woo, I mean peaceful, you know? And so that place where you're peaceful with your job, you're peaceful with the way you spend your time, and you actually get to enjoy it, and it contributes to your life, and you contribute to people.
Mm. And actually acknowledging like that's one of the things like I really love about Joy of Business. Like you actually have something to contribute uniquely to you as you were talking, and like really acknowledging that, because what have been, and especially as we're talking about competition, like what have we like most of us in trained into, like you have to like separate from people if you want to grow by yourself or if you want to become bigger. And like I think I'm working like maybe 3 years from you with you now, and like I watch people actually like that have separated, like how much like their business like actually just dropped and gets smaller, and like people that are actually willing to contribute and like be there and willing to receive contribution, like their businesses just exponentialize in a way that nothing else I ever seen. And like really just like even like that practical tool, like for me, like just having that like little tools, just hey, actually, do you know what? Like you can like actually have another person in your life that is even like doing the same job that can actually be a contribution. Like me and Rachel, like I became a certified facilitator, and I can actually perceive like all that thoughts that was coming up, like oh, like now like you have to separate from her, or you have to like put more energy into your business. But actually, when I starting using the tools and really starting to asking questions, like one of the questions that I love, like what this choice is going to create in 5, 10, 15 years. And actually when I get like working with you is going to be way more expensive. Like my businesses like keep growing. It actually like it feed each other, like both of our businesses, and they actually exponentialize. And it's just like such a different way beyond anything that I have seen people are choosing. And I'm actually extremely grateful that this possibility is available on the planet.
It's so funny because I remember when you became a CF and I started contributing to your business. Because I adore contributing to people's lives becoming greater. It makes me super happy. And I remember how surprised you were. You were like, huh? And I would say to you, use this translator, or use the graphic designer. She's awesome. Or use the bookkeeper. Or, and you were like, you know. And for me, it makes total sense in my world that we create we create greater when we function from contribution. You know, we really do. And I've seen so many people flourish. There's not only financial profit from the Joy Business Tools. I've seen people over the last 11 years of my journey step up to become facilitators like you. Like you've grown so much, you've become so much stronger, you got more of you. I've seen translators develop their abilities, capacities. And so when I allowed myself to be contributed to from Simone Millises and from Gary and from Dane, thank you so much, Dr. Dane Hare, Gary Douglas and Simone Millises, I was then able to contribute more to others. And I cannot see how it's sustainable in business if you're self-reliant and you're trying to do it all on your own. You've got a whole earth of consciousness out there, because remember, Joy Business is about consciousness as well, including everything, judging nothing. So including all energies that can contribute, grow, or including the energies that are not interested in your service. It's not possible. It's not a problem. They're just not interested. And so it's just a phenomenal way, and such different tools to generate the starting point of my day. Every day's question: where is my energy required today? What's next? You know? And then my day goes in all these different directions that's not structured, and things grow and get fed just like trees and plants. And it's a beautiful way to live. And I'm so grateful that I can actually live and work in a way that satisfies me and it looks after my own growth.
And we actually see one of the most beautiful examples in Earth, like when there is like different species in one ecosystem, it actually get healthier, not lesser. So like if you're out there and actually maybe you have an idea, or you have a business, or you want to start a business and are looking for tools to have ease in a way that allow you and your body actually to generate the business, Rachel is going to start facilitating a business on different class. And on March 1st, which is in 2 days, and there's actually no prerequisites for the class, which is absolutely phenomenal. So if you'd like to join us, join Rachel, yeah, you can join, and there's like so many wonderful Joy of Business facilitators all over the world that is facilitating business and different as well. And is there anything else that you would love to add, Rachel, before we finish up?
No matter where you are in the world, it is available to you to actually have a job and the way you generate money in a way that makes you happy. I had truly bought so many lies that generating money was hard work and work had to be hard work and I had to work hard. There is a different way to be, and this is what works for me. So if you're looking for something different, this is a beautiful way to really allow yourself to grow and develop your business and the tool, your business, and just include you. Do you actually exist for you when you generate money and when you work? Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for falling in love with Joy Business. I remember the first night. That you did your Business Done Different class, and you sent me this message. It was a video of you dancing. Like you said, I've got the tools that I just never imagined that I could live this way from contribution, and I knew something greater was available. And so the other thing is I see people getting really happy and excited about what they can bring to the world. Yeah. We invite you to Business Done Different. And I'm just saying this, every time I go into a class, my business becomes greater. That's the part that, like, it makes no cognitive, there's no how, it just becomes greater. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there is tools out there for you to have ease with business. So
For sure.
just so you know.
Yeah, for sure. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Thanks,
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Dr. Aiton. Bye.
Bye.